Hey everybody, we are going to make a dessert. It's just berries with a puff pastry thing, berries and stars, berries and hearts, berries and whatever. So it's getting on to summer, which means strawberries and blueberries and all kinds of berries are out there. So it's always nice to have refreshing, light desserts as an option. So we're going to show you one today. You need a box of puff pastry. You're going to need a can of sweetened condensed milk, 2 lemons, a little bit of sugar. We're doing blueberries and strawberries, but certainly you can do more. Like you could add raspberries and blackberries and whatever. And we also have some cinnamon sugar. So let's get started. I have both my ovens are preheating to 400, and we're going to roll out the puff pastry. Now, a lot of times with desserts, when I'm rolling out, I roll it with powdered sugar, but with puff pastries, powdered sugar doesn't work so well. I think it has to do with the butter content. Not sure though, because with my sugar cookies. Anyway, so we're just lightly flouring our counter space here. And I want to roll this to about a 10 by 13 sheet. So once I get there, we will be back. Okay, so I've rolled both of them out. And this one's already on the pan. And what I'm going to do with this one is just cut some long strips. Start with 3 and see where that gets me. And I just did, this is just a bowl of just water. So I'm gonna wet the edge of this one that's already in the pan, just to kind of help this stick to it. And I'm putting the cut edge on the outside. Okay, I'm actually going to do my 2 long first. Doesn't take a lot of water, but definitely helps. Okay, this one's a little bit long. So I'm going to cut that off. Okay, and then, so what we're doing is making like a little bowl dish out of puff pastry to build our dessert in. So put that along there, cut, and I'm going to be just freckle short here. So I think I'm just going to cut along this edge to finish it up. Okay, so before you throw this in the oven, you want to poke everything that isn't border. Oop, I even got a border. Because we don't want it to puff there as much. It'll still puff a little. So we're going to stick this in a 400 oven for about 12 minutes. You just want it cooked through, no soggy bottom. No soggy bottom, because you're going to put a lot of moisture stuff in here when we're done cooking it. So let me go ahead and put this in, and then I'll show you what to do with the rest. So with the leftover pastry, I just want to dab this a little with water. And you don't have to. I just find that my cinnamon sugar sticks a little better if this is a little bit wet. And what I do is I go ahead and coat it now.
And what part cinnamon to sugar is this?
This is 2 tablespoons sugar to 1/3 cup. No, 2 tablespoons cinnamon to 1/3 cup sugar.
Okay.
And I'm gonna need for hearts. So I'm gonna cut these out and put them on the cookie sheet. Then I'll put them in the 400 oven for just like 8 minutes till they're puffed and cooked through. So we'll be back when all of that's done. Okay, so my timer just went off. I'm gonna check this out, and that is exactly what I want it to look like. So I'm gonna set it here to cool, and then my hearts should be done too. And there they are. So while these are cooling off, we're gonna start putting the yummy stuff together. Okay, so in a bowl, you wanna mix together 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. To this, you just wanna add a teaspoon of sugar. And then the zest and juice from 2 lemons. I've already been rolling these before I zest them, so they're easier to juice. This is a microplaner, and for some reason it's not working real well. Here we go. Microplaners are great. They're very quick and easy to use, and they make your zest really, really fine. And then I'm going to show you another thing I use to do zesting. You can tell I really hold this one well. So that's a microplaner. I'm actually going to use this tool to just kind of scrape it out of there. If you like larger pieces of zest, if you will, you could use one of these. I forget what they're called.
Zesters is always what I call them.
And you can see how it's longer curls of zest. Ooh, this is perfect. See how it's scraping? It's great. It smells nice and lemony.
Mm-hmm.
Just really great. So this just gives you bigger pieces of zest, just depending on what you like, and sometimes just how much time you have to do it. Not a lot of difference in time, more in the size of the zest. Okay, and then we're gonna juice these. And then if you could hold, can you hold? And I like to strain so I don't have to be picking the seeds out. Okay, so that little mixture I'm just gonna stir up, get it combined, and then we're gonna fold in, ooh, I have a lot of lemon juice. Yum, yum. We're gonna fold in about 8 ounces of a whipped topping. Whatever whipped type of topping is your fave. So I'm just gonna put about 8 ounces in here. And I have this nice little mouse that's cleaning up my mess. So I'm just gonna fold this in until it's nice and combined. Trying not to flatten out my whipped topping too much. Hate little mouse, stop it.
Never.
Okay, that's just about combined. Okay. So my crust is cooled. And now all we have to do is put this lovely thing together. Believe it or not, all of this mixture is going to go in here. Just spread that out to the edge. Just a little bit more here. Okay. That is your base for this yummy dessert. Now the fun. So we're doing strawberries and blueberries. I'm gonna grab my stars. And
Well, hearts, not stars.
not stars. Right, hearts. I'm sorry. And I also use some of the leftover whipped topping. I actually buy 16 ounces. So I have some to kind of decorate with. And you just get to start piling on the fruit.
Yeah.
So, okay.
You're videoing.
I don't know where it wigged out at though.
It wasn't. You're just showing that it. Yeah. Okay. It's fine.
Okay. So once you get enough in here, you can start adding stars or hearts in this case. And I am just like putting a little dollop of whipped topping. And this helps you start stacking it up. So it's just this mountain of fruit. And you can just keep on going to your little heart's content on this. That little mouse keeps studying things. Can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
The shame. All right. That's about it. I mean, I'll keep stacking and adding, but this ends up being just a fantastic, very light, great for a barbecue, great for whatever you've got going summer. Enjoy.